Hello guys, this is Julia. Welcome to my new video. This is the part 5 of the chapter 5 of my home renovation journey. The whole chapter 5 is about my bedroom renovation. Meanwhile, this part 5, probably the last one, is about the headboard installation. In order to be able to install my new headboard, I need to build some kind of construction. Usually it's not like that. Usually you take your headboard, you make some holes in the wall and you hang it just on the height you want it to be. And that's it. But in my case it's a little bit more tricky because I have no wall in which make those holes. And I have to build construction. So would you remember this situation? The next project is a little bit tougher. Please don't mind my bed dressing. My sheets were about to be changed anyway, and I'm just pretending to show you how everything is placed in my bedroom right now. It's not a refurnished version of my bedroom still, but my goal is to show you how everything is placed, as I just said. If you watched any of my previous videos, you might have realized that my bed is placed in another position. It's heading right to the window, and my old headboard, which must be replaced, is too high, so I can't open that window, and everything led to what you are about to see. Yeah, this absolutely I don't know how to call it. It's a black mold. It's potentially toxic. It can affect your health, your breathing, your lungs, a lot of stuff, and it happened in my room because of two conditions which I'm gonna be talking right in a minute. So why this happened to me? One of the reasons, I've already talked about it, is that I was barely able to open my window to air the room, sorry. Because my old headboard was too high and there were any way to open the window freely. So the other reason was that it's winter now, and yes, I'm aware that you can see green grass outside. We do not have very low temperatures in winter here, but it's pretty cool anyways. And I live very close to the ocean, so we have a lot of humidity, and the difference between the outside and inside temperature, plus the humidity, plus that you can't open the window, plus that your headboard is stuck to the window, well, everything led to that terrible being growing behind my headboard. Yeah, I have no walls, I have a window, and obviously I cannot do any holes in my window. So, as you have been able to see from this cut from an old video, I have a couple of problems to solve, which this construction that I'm building should be useful for. In first place, as you have been able to see, my old headboard was too high. It was 1 meter and 20 centimeters high, so I was absolutely unable to open the window, and it meant that I wasn't able to air the room, and that black mold grew for that reason. But what is the problem? That I haven't found any headboards on the market which wouldn't be that high as 1 meter and 20 centimeters, but not that low as 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters high is the highest one that I've been able to find. So I decided, okay, I have an 80 centimeters tall headboard and I need 1 meter and 5 centimeters. So, okay, it's like a 25 centimeters elevation, and I will be able to figure it out somehow in order to lift it up and to make it stay on a certain distance from the window. This is the reason why you are seeing me making some measurements, drawing some lines on a weird piece of wood. It's not even a wood, it's a particle wood. So here you can see me measuring, drawing, remeasuring, redrawing, and using one of my favorite tools, which is a jigsaw, which is also not any precise when it comes to cutting, and not precise at all when it comes to cutting a particle board. And actually this project is not costing me anything at all right now, because here is where my saw blade cracked. Actually, I've cracked a couple of pieces in this renovation. Later on you will see me breaking a drill bit, and I was thinking like, am I taking it out of there, or I'm using it like a screw? And I decided to use it like another screw. So there is inside of my construction one of the supporting pieces for the headboard. So as I was saying, right now this project is not costing me absolutely anything, because the boards you are seeing are from my very old IKEA desktop, which I'm not using at least for a year, and before that I had been using it like for forever, like for 10 years maybe, and it was collecting mold in my storage room. So I decided, okay, I will use those pieces because I really do not need anything fancy nor well built. I do not need any high quality or even precise pieces in order to make exact 90-grade angles. So it just needs to be functional, because nobody will see it anyways, and I only need my headboard to be installed somehow. So let's talk a little bit more in details about the project. What does it consist in? It consists of two exactly the same elevating structures. Each of them is composed of 3 different pieces, 2 of which are practically the same to each other. The first one has 5 cm deep, 25 cm tall, and about 40 centimeters wide, and the other one is exactly the same, but it's 8 centimeters deep instead of 5 centimeters deep. 5 centimeters deep, it's 2 inches, and 8 centimeters deep is a little bit more than 3 inches. And the third piece is one single central piece, a thin one, to which I'm going to fix the other 2 pieces. This central piece will be some inches taller than the other 2. And what is it all about? Well, the 5 centimeter deep piece, the 2 inches deep piece, is the one that is going to stay in between the thin central piece and the window. So we'll have that necessary gap between the glass and the headboard and the rest of the furniture in order to have necessary air and do not grow that black mold, because it's not very useful gardening in my opinion. The other piece, exactly like that, the 8 centimeter wide one, 3 inches and something wide piece, would stay in between the central piece and the lifting up base and the mattress. This piece is going to support my headboard itself horizontally, and the central piece will support my headboard vertically. So I will have no need to fix my headboard to anything. I will just put it on those two supporting pieces and I will fix it in place with my lifting up base, my mattress, and it will work exactly perfectly as a headboard, supporting my pillows, my cushions, etc., and protecting me from the cold that is coming out from the window, etc. I know that probably right now it's something a little bit difficult to picture in one's mind, but just in a second we'll see how it turns out and exactly how it's going to work, because you will see me installing the whole mess. And right now, let's continue with the ride. So guys, let me introduce you to my two new spawns. And before I will get in them to my bedroom and install the headboard and everything, there are a couple of little details to make. First of all, I need to put some felt on the downside of the structure in order to not to harm my brand new floor. Well, my brand new floor, we'll talk about it soon. I know I've been promising it for some videos, but yeah, it's coming. It's almost here. And on the other hand, the part that is going to touch the window, I mean this 5 centimeter deep part, 2 inches deep part, needs to wear double-sided glue tape in order to be fixed to the window set, to the wall, to the trim, whatever. Actually, I am putting this tape on the upper and the downside of the structure, and only the downside of the structure will touch something in order to be stick to the, actually it's gonna be sticking to the trim. So the other strip is just something that it's not necessary, but it's not really important because the whole goal of this is just to let the whole system a little bit more grip and more stability and prevent any possible moving of the supporting parts and of my headboard and of my lifting up base and my mattress, although everything is very stable, and I can tell you now, everything is very stable and nothing is moving like any millimeter, because my lifting up bed and the mattress are really heavy, so they make everything to stay in place. But well, extra precaution is never too much. And here we are installing everything. First of all, to install those two supporting structures. On the other hand, we have to try how the headboard feeling upon them, and everything feels pretty good. I also installed a couple of pieces on the upper side of the window just to prevent the headboard touching the window, just in case, just to give it a little bit more stability. So here you can see how everything turned out. Hello, 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 mister. And my blue sky that can be seen from the under my headboard right now, and I think everything turned out just awesome. And all the both ugly structures won't be seen at all, so I don't mind if they are pretty or not, if they are even or not. I don't care about it at all. So yeah, I think it turned out awesome. What do you think? Please leave comments down below. And tan, this is the final result and the ultimate tour through my fully renovated bedroom. Here you can see my dresser, another dresser, my nightstand, my bed with the bedding on it, and the gorgeous and wonderful headboard installed, not touching the window at all, leaving a lot of space to air and not to let that black mold to grow. And yeah, you can see it's not very elevated upon the whole bed with its dressing, with the cushions and the pillows, but it's okay. So you can also see just in a second, there is no problem at all to open that window. Its only obstacle is a fluffy pillow, so there is no trouble at all. The headboard is not a problem anymore, so it's just perfect. And what is perfect is the side of my window, and you can't see it because it's too bright right now, because I wanted you to be able to see. Look, it's adjusted to millimeter. Awesome. So if you've come this far, thank you so much for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up to the video if you like it. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm really happy for the result, and there is much more to come, because this is only the last part of chapter 5, but there is a lot, much more work to come. A lot, too much. Okay, I will shut up.